Good evening, everybody, and welcome along once again to Apex Online Racing. This is round 3 for Xbox One F1, and we are here at the home of British Motorsport in Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. For a lot of people, it's their home track, and it's one of those tracks on the calendar where it is a good league race, and everyone definitely wants to win it and take the top spot. It's been held annually since 1940. The first annual race was back in 1950, built on the site of former World War II air base. The 2019 event was the 70th time that the race has been run as a World Championship event. Lewis Hamilton securing the most wins, including his first home Grand Prix win in 2008, where he mastered the wet conditions. Let's have a look at the track then. 5.8 kilometers long with 18 turns, 8 to the left and 10 to the right. There are 2 DRS zones for overtaking, one after turn 5 at the Wellington Straight heading into Brooklands, and one at the Hangar Straight heading into Slough. Due to safety reasons, the DRS zone that was added at turn 1 in 2018 has been removed. Other corners to watch out for is turn 1, Cox, Maggots and Beckett, Vale and into Club. We can see average lap speeds of over 150 miles per hour. As always, there's an 80-minute qualifying session to the side of the grid and a 50% race of 26 racing laps at a race distance of approximately 53 kilometers. 3 compounded tyres used for today's race. We have got the soft, which is the C3s, the mediums, which is the C2s, and the hards, which is the C1s. The mediums being 0.6 slower than the softs, and the hards being 1.2 seconds slower. Tyre degradation is pretty good around here, with many of the softs and the mediums being used for today's race. Let's have a look at the championship standings now. Sorry that we missed last week's race. Xbox Live decided to throw a hissy fit, so this is the first race that took part, and it was in Bahrain. And Jam Pancakes won that one, so he got a full 25 points, with Ewan in 2nd, Bobbitt's 3rd, Antoine 4th, Adam Dude 5th, and we got Humperdinck in 6th, Clenzo in 7th, Pietro in 8th, LGS 9th, and we got T10 and Maze in 10th. And as you can see, the bottom half of the standings, everyone else has got 0 points. Catherine is not racing in the league anymore. She's going to be replaced by someone else as well. And we got a couple of new drivers in the standings, but those were your race results from 1 to 19. Looking at the constructors, Mercedes has a really comfortable lead at the top after the win last time about, with 33 points, Haas on 28, Renault on 17, and we got McLaren in 4th place, Racing Point in 5th, Toro Rosso 6th, Williams 7th, Red Bull 8th, Ferrari 9th, and we've got Alfa Romeo yet to score at all. My name is Jess, and I'll be one of your commentators throughout this evening's race. Usually I'm joined by Dicer, but he has got an esports event that he's taking part in. But I'm not alone today. Joining me in the commentary box, he usually commentates for Ocean on a Saturday morning, but he is doing this instead for tonight. It is AOR Charlie. Charlie, welcome to the commentary box.
Hello Jess, hello everyone, thank you very much for having me tonight. So yeah, like you said Jess, I'll be covering Dice's role as he's actually doing a MotoGP esports semi-finals, so yeah, best of luck to him. And yeah, Silverstone's a great track for league racing, so hopefully we'll see a great race tonight, Jess.
Yes, and typical British weather and your first European commentary, and it is chucking it down with rain right now, so we're not going to see people go onto the soft sides as of yet because it is soaking, but you never know, the weathers might change things up a bit. But we got 19 drivers. That is very, very good to see, and we have got a new driver today in the Alpha HX4K who we'll wait to see how we can do. And you've raced some of these drivers in AOR in the past, Charlie. What could you expect from them in Silverstone?
Yeah, I recognise about half of the field here. Bobbert's one of them. We got Z-Tex, Tribune, a lot of drivers that I do recognise. But I think it was back in Bahrain we saw Jam Pancakes take the win, and yeah, we didn't have a race last week because of Xbox Live. It's not been the greatest week for Xbox Live, I'm going to be honest, but either way, Jam Pancakes, he's really one to look out for. He's really, really quick, especially in the last few months. He's just been putting in that work, and it shows that just practice really makes perfect for a game like this. But VSR Antoine now goes provisional pole with a 41.0, but on the the really full-on wet compound tyres, it's a nightmare right now, and you can barely see a thing right now on track.
Even Jam Pancakes is struggling, and he's gone off the circuit, so you can tell he's finding it a little bit tricky, but he's probably going to go into the pits now. But Antoine on provisional pole now. The Haas car of Ewan especially is one to look out for as well, as two of the VSR guys I know very well, and Ewan in particular. He got P2 last week, who kind of impressed me. He was a new driver to the league, and obviously he was one of the drivers who qualified in the pro draft this season of F1 Esports. So he's quite quick, and he used to be in I think one of them used to be in BMG as well. So he used to be in BMG, now he's in VSR, and he's making a name for himself, and he's there in third place, and obviously his compatriot is on pole position. And with the beauty of his wet weather, Charlie, you never know what the lap times are going to be.
Nah, definitely. It's so much different to the dry conditions. Because in the dry, the gaps are going to be roughly, probably from the top tier, something like 1 or maybe 2 tenths separating each other. Could be even less. And well, Amaze has set exactly the same lap time as VSR Antoine. So my point there has just been absolutely destroyed because Amaze and Antoine have set exactly the same lap time. But yeah, now VSR Ewan goes fast with the 41.8, the first driver to break into 40.8. I said 41.8. I think it's the 40.8. First driver to go into the 40s. But yeah, exactly the same lap time in the rain. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is definitely, Charlie, and I can't even, I struggle with the rain, so I don't know how these guys are doing, and it was raining quite a lot recently in Britain, and I'm guessing it is catching up to us. I've never seen a wet race in Silverstone for a while. The last one that you did was Oceania season 5 or 4, I can't remember. It was season 4.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it was season 4, and it was absolutely chucking it down for the race. But I don't know what the weather's going to be like for the actual Grand Prix. I'm seeing if anyone is going to go out on a flyer at the moment. We've got Humperdinck, which is going towards the Wellington straight now. I don't think anyone's starting a lap. Clenzo's not going to start a lap anyway. He's invalidated his lap time, or we might be just slowing off the track to let others through. As it is 10 minutes to go, but one advantage, Charlie, they get free tyre choice in the race, and that could be quite crucial.
Nah, it's a really, really big opportunity for some of these guys to probably take a different strategy. So softs to mediums, mediums to softs, something like that, depending on how the drivers really want to run their race. The hard compound tyres there, if you get damage on the first lap and you start on probably either tyre actually, they can most likely take it to the end of the Grand Prix, because Silverstone's not a very tyre degrading track like you said in the intro there, Jess. But yeah, again, depends on how the drivers run their race, and we don't even know if it's going to be dry for the race at the moment, because here it's chucking it down. Tomorrow, which is basically the race, I'm basically saying it as it's a real life Grand Prix, but yeah, it could be something completely different. It could still be chucking it down, or it could still be bone dry. We'll see. But yeah, softs to mediums, medium to softs, whatever tire they want to start on, just up to them really.
Yes, I'll check the weather at some point, Charlie, so we're all not out of the blue this one yet. But anyway, we've got Flying Rosie going through Maggots and Beckett's right now, and that must be very tricky in the wet. These guys were hoping not to be wet today, and it is. I think not many races in the top tier have been raining at all, so I think we are the unlucky ones to experience it. But you know, he's going through Stone now, another tricky corner, as Jam Pancakes goes faster with a 140.4. So the track is starting to get better, as Flying Rosie had a bit of a swerve there going into, I think, Vale, and then going to Club now as he goes towards the final corner. It's not going to be his fastest lap time. There is a yellow flag in sector 1 and 3, so I think I do see a Ferrari just parked there as well, and then we've got a McLaren that just got parked there as well. Flying Rosie P15 at the moment. Clenzo the only one not to set a lap time for now. Get your predictions in the chat, and Charlie, I'm gonna throw you a curveball here. It's your first European race. I don't care though. Who do you think is gonna go on pole?
Jam Pancakes.
Yeah, I got to agree with that. He was looking good last week, and yeah, I think no one else is going to beat him, but probably someone will prove to, and someone has just proved our theory wrong with Ewan in first. But I think the two VSR boys, and possibly Roberts as well, they could be the ones that challenge Jam Pancakes for pole position. And last week, a few weeks ago, it was Jam Pancakes' first win in the top tier. He's even been a few guys that have driven in F1 before, and it was his first season in it. So, you know, I've never been in a situation where someone who's gone straight to the top tier has won it, but you never know. And Ewan, he's looking quite impressive with a 1:40.3. Now 7 minutes left to go. Anything can happen, Charlie.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for some of these drivers. There's a few different variating strategies you can do in qualifying in the rain. So some drivers, they just like to do consistent lap times, maybe about 2 or 3, maybe even 4 consistent hot laps to just get used to the conditions, get your tires warmed up, and chucking in a bit of fuel is there as well. You can kind of create a dry line where some of these drivers can take and then just start putting the power on a little bit earlier. But some other drivers, they just want to go for one hot lap and that's it. So they could follow usual qualifying strategies where just taking it one hot lap at a time, or just putting consistent lap time. So once again, just all up to the drivers, really just big responsibility levels in the higher tiers as well. 7 minutes left to go, and it looks like everyone's just literally testing the waters here, Jess. As the driver's into the pit lane now, as I think there's a Ferrari heading across the line. Looks like it's Kritsko as he goes in. He's actually about to start a lap time, I think. It's really, really tricky to get things right here in Silverstone, because corners are tight, corners are quick, and just the braking zones, especially in the rain, is just really hard to get. You can kind of see a dry line approaching, being made from some of these drivers here as he goes into turn 3 and turn 4. A little bit squirmy on the exit too, but that's one thing you need to keep an eye on. Your fuel, your ERS, if you put it quite high out of the corners, your wheel spin's going to be quite major too, as he's 6/10 up in his lap time heading through Luffield. And it's just, if you want to risk it, you put the power on early, you put the ERS up to high, but you just need to make sure you actually set the lap time without many mistakes anyway. I think setting a lap time without any mistakes is it's already a really good lap time in itself in the rain. So Chrisiter, that's going to be quite hard to say as he comes to Mackinson Beckett's out of Copse. Well, Copse is probably nearly flat out in the dry, but in the rain it's basically nearly 2 gear shifts down as well as he comes through Chapel now, as he's on the Kemmel Straight heading towards Stowe. Stowe's another corner on this track where you can kind of get away with a little track extend. Sometimes it can be little, sometimes it can be absolutely massive here as the Ferrari comes through Stowe. There you can see just going wide a very little bit there, but it's not going to cost him too much time as he goes into club 3rd gear and needs to be careful of that corner out of club 2 through the final corner and trying to keep the power as he crosses the line. It's P9. He gets front wing damage in the process while spinning out, but still sets P9, solid lap time, but has to go into the pits now.
That was lucky that he set a lap time like he did, Charlie. I mean, that was kind of like a Tokyo drift across the line there, but he has enough time to go into the pits and set one final lap, as do most of these guys who haven't set their final lap yet. I think Amaze is going to probably do that at some point. We've got HX4K, another hard name to say, in the pits right now. Tribune. I said Tribon last week, and I think apparently I've said it wrong. So apparently it's Tribune, but hopefully he will tell me next week if it's Tribon or Tribune. But anyway, Tribune comes across the line. He stays P15 for now. I think he's going to have enough time to go into the pit. Connor Eddy has left the session, so hopefully someone can track him an invite pretty soon. But times are looking quite close in these wet conditions already, and it just goes to show these guys have been practicing in the wet as well, but usually in Silverstone you can expect the wet. So I think if any of these tracks, if people were going to practice for the wet more than the dry, it would be Silverstone.
Sorry, I'm just trying to invite Connor back to the session. I think I've done that, or I've invited him to the party by accident, but I think I've just invited him there. And I'm almost certain it's Tribune. Jess, I'm sorry if it's not, but that's what I've heard anyway.
Okay.
If it's not, all the fault is on me, so direct your hate towards me. But
not
so
me.
we got that out of the way, just in case. 3 minutes 30 left to go in the session, and only one driver in the pit, and that is actually Connor Eddy there. So actually no, it's going to be Chrisito as he actually goes into the pit lane. So everyone out on track, and a lot earlier than we're used to. So maybe 2 laps from these drivers we're expecting. As you can see by the track map, everyone in sector 2 at the moment, Jess. So people want to get things started and hopefully just done as quickly as they possibly can.
Yeah, it is the calm before the storm. It's where people usually go out for their final laps and give it their all. And just because it's raining, the out laps are going to be so much lower than in the dry. So if they don't go out now, they're going to risk not setting a lap time at all. We did see in Oceana, there was a massive queue going out of the pit lane, and it was really tough for some people to get their laps in as well. We did see in the Veloce Esports as well, we saw the exact same thing. So, but in Bahrain, not in Britain. But yeah, it is quite hard as Jam Pancakes, he's proving us right at the moment with a 140.0, almost breaking out of the 140s, possibly into the 139s. I don't know how he could do that in the wet, but he's doing well with that. And Mercedes on top at the moment, just like in real life where Lewis Hamilton won in 2019, Charlie.
Yep, Jam Pancake's doing an absolutely sublime job at the moment, as he's gonna probably just chill a little bit longer than wait for another lap to go on to. A yellow flag in sector 1. I don't think it's anything too serious there, just drivers laying each other through. Eddie's back on the track, so good to see him back in the lobby. And everyone, not one single person is in the pit lane, so everyone is gonna go for a nice little lap here. We've got Clenzo, who's coming through, Maggot and Beckett. Is he going to be the first driver out of all of these guys to actually set a kind of lap time in this shootout period, as he's coming onto the Kemmel straight now, Jess?
Yep, he just went purple in sector 2 just for 1 second, and then someone else has beaten him by the looks of things. But just look at the track map, Charlie, towards going into sector 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars all going in a space of a couple of corners, so they're going to find it so tricky to get a lap in. But Clenzo, he's got a bit of clean air right now, so he's going to try and get a good lap in. 141.6 set by the Racing Point driver down in 12th place right now, and you can see the gap between first and second. That is quite close. If I just have a look at 20,000 of a second,
ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. I mean, these two are very quick drivers, I've obviously seen, and you know, they were battling quite a lot in Bahrain, so I'm not really that surprised as well. Bobbitt's making his name in there. I'm liking Bobbitt's improvement this season. Obviously, the first time I commentated on him was season 15 in F2. Then he made his way to F1, I think, in season 17 or 18, and he's done a fabulous job since. He's the type of person who's known for getting pole on the soft compounder tyres. Obviously, he can't do that and usually bottles it, but I think he's been a bit more consistent, I think, so far. That even though there's been one race, he got one of his best results in the top tier, and he's proven himself right now. So, you know, well, to be fair, he's one of the more experienced F1 drivers on the grid compared to the others, because obviously the likes of Surprise is not here anymore. So the only ones that have been here for pretty much since the very start of season 18 are LGS and Bobbert. So they definitely got a point to prove, and they're doing it well. And the checker flag has fallen, and we got cars about to cross the line. We've got a Racing Point. That is, I think, Clenzo. Yes, it is Clenzo, who is and he's going towards Bell and into club now. And I think after the Race Point, we've got a Ferrari as well, which is, no, it's not Cristo. He's going through. He's just gone past Brooklyn. So let's go on board with Clenzo. He's in 10th place right now and trying to find the other Ferrari Tribune. He comes across the line now. He comes across the line in 9th place. We've got a Renault, that was Bobbert's. He can't do any better in 4th place. We've got a McLaren, which is, I'm trying to see, Antoine's going through Magnus and Beckett, so it's not him. We've got Mercedes. He can't do any better. He's only 88 thousandths down on his best time. We've got a Toro Rosso. Someone has just binned it into one of the corners anyway. I think that was a Toro Rosso, another Toro Rosso. We've got an Alpha. I think that's HX4K coming across the line. Let's see if he can do any better. No, he can't. We've got Pietro. He comes across the line. 140.7. That's good. That's good from P8. And Ewan, P1, he comes across the line there. He was purple in the final sector, and that really, really helped him. I'm just seeing if anyone else on the lap. We've got Raven. Nope, he's not getting quick at all. So I think, another Tokyo drift there from Raven. But anyway, you're a second different pole sitter of the season, BSR Ewan, on his debut season to AOR.
Nice, solid driving from Ewan there, Jam Pancakes. Unfortunately, my prediction's not correct, but it's still second, and the gap, I think it was 33,000 of a second. Let's have a 34,000 of a second, actually. So yeah, really solid lap times from these guys. I mean, I can't really compare them much to what I've seen in the past, because one, I can't remember it at all, because it was a long time since it was raining here in Silverstone. Even though that sounds ridiculous, the last time it was raining here in Silverstone was a long time ago, but yeah, it's the truth. But these guys look really solid on the pace. Look at that midfield gap there, Jess.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing. Pretty much the top 13 is separated by 9/10 per second. I'm really excited for the race, Charlie. It should be fun. But before we go to the main race action, here is a quick word from our sponsors, Hype Energy. Okay, welcome to the grid for the British Grand Prix, and the heavens have opened in Silverstone. It is not raining, it is sunny. There's a bit of cloud I can see in the sky, but it is really, really dry, and luckily no wet tyres in sight. Now, Ewan did a good job beating Jam Pancakes to pole position. I wonder if he can translate his pole position into the race, Charlie.
Yeah, he's got still a lot of work to do, because he's got a pack right behind him who's eager to get going. And let's have a look at the strategy as the drivers have readied up, and as we're just waiting for a little bit more. And there we go. So, yeah. Oh, everyone's invisible for me. And okay, we're back. So, looking at the tires, and there we go. Yeah, it's looking interesting. Actually, I'm almost certain we got half and half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Yeah, we do. We basically have half and half of mediums and softs right now. So, really, it looks like we're going to be seeing some softs versus mediums. So we got a little team championship going on here, even though it's got nothing to do with teams. But yeah, 26 laps around here in Silverstone, bone dry. So it's all down to the race pace now. Has anyone practiced harder? I'm guessing everyone's practiced harder in the dry conditions at the West. Maybe practiced harder in the West, and it looks like it's paid off anyway, as there was a wet qualifying. But we've got Ewan, Jam Pancakes, and Adam, both of the top, all of the top three on the soft compound tires. Then we've got Bobbers, we've got Antoine in P4 and P5 on the mediums. Then we've got another two drivers on the softs, and then we got Mato on the mediums. So yeah, and we've got strategies varying all across the field. Pit stop window in the Oceania Street, I'm pretty sure we saw about lap. I think it was lap 11-ish for the soft compound tires, and the medium guys, they were around lap 15, lap 16, something like that, Jess, I'm pretty sure. I
can't remember. I actually can't remember. It's been 12 hours ago, Charlie.
Yeah, it's actually been more than... No, it has been 12 hours, but yeah, we're in for a really solid race here, Jess.
Yeah, I'm absolutely pumped. I was waiting for this since 2 weeks ago, basically. I was gutted that we missed last week, but we are back this week, and fingers crossed, touch wood, no Xbox Live issues, and we are ready to race. All the other races have finished for the night. We are the last ones to kick off, unless it's an America stream, which I don't know if there is, but don't count me on my judgments. I'm not going to say if there's an American stream or not. We're just waiting for the last few drivers to come to their grid spots. We've got Raven and Flying Rosie rounding out the grid in the Racing Point. We're not used to a Red Bull starting on the back of the grid usually, but anyway, we're about to get going in the sunny weather of Silverstone. The 5 red lights are coming on your screen. It's 5 lights, and it is lights out, and away we go. And it looks like Jam Pancakes is off to a better start than Ewan is going into turn 1. They're going to go side by side into the little S's there. We've got a Williams that's gone off into turn 1, and McLaren has got off the circuit. There's contact a little bit from the back of the field, but looks like Ewan has hold off Jam Pancakes just a little bit. Adam Dude dropped it down to 3rd place. Robert's going to try and go past the Wellington straight, going onto the outside he goes. But I think Adam Dude is going to try and get a switch back and do a Hulkenberg move. See you later there. And yes, he does. Adam Dude is up into P3. Left has dropped down into 18th, and we're already seeing people drop down the field. I don't think there's huge contact, but we may see a bit of debris coming up. But great start from Ewan at the start of this Grand Prix, Charlie.
Yes, so we haven't actually seen much change between the top 4. We've got Lynx, who's gone up a position. We've got Z-Tex, has gone up 3 positions. There's a battle there for P11, it looks like. There's Cleanser. There's actually battles everywhere in the midfield. We can see drivers nearly go side by side going into Maggins and Beckers, which is not really what you want to see on the first lap, because it's risky, but these drivers can go for anything they really think is possible. We've got Mato, who's going to go for a move, it looks like, on the Ferrari drivers. A lot of drivers are pulling to the inside, going into Stowe, as Mato just about keeps his nose clean. There's Z-Tex and Linked as well, getting a little bit fussy up ahead for P5, as we've got drivers locking up as the cold tires are starting to warm up a little bit here. Antoine makes the move on Mato. He's up into P9 now. We've got the 2 Ferrari drivers as well swapping positions. Looks like Chris is up into P7. I think we got an incident at the back, and it looks like amazing round. Yeah, amazing. P19 is at the back. I don't think it's front wing damage, so he should be able to carry on, but he's down a lot of positions there, and still there's battles near the back as well. So yeah, at the front right now though, Ewan is now 7/10 ahead of Jam Pancakes, and Adam is 1.6 seconds behind Jam Pancakes. So top 2, they're looking to pull away as quickly as they can, but Ewan is looking to be the one who wants to pull away a little bit quicker here, Jess.
Yeah, it looks like the Hasses in this league are doing very, very well, with obviously Ewan in 1st place and Adam Dude in 3rd place. So they're going to get some really good points in the Constructors. They're closing up to Mercedes in the Constructors, and if they keep this up, because Humperdinch is down in 14th place, and we've got a Renault that's spun, and that is Roberts going into, I can't remember what turn it is. Cops. I'm losing turns here, but he was having a very great start. He had a great qualifying, and he just lost it. And Cops is a really common corner. I did say in my intro to watch out for Cops, and that is where you can call out massively if you lose it on the throttle, and that is what he's done. So Robert's now down into last place. Christo down into 11th place, as well as HX4K has gone past him as well. But yeah, it just goes to show that anything can happen in this Grand Prix, and you know, if you lose concentration just for a minute, mistakes like that happen.
Yeah, so Robert's down from P4 down to last. I think it's very minor front wing damage as well for Robert, so he's got a lot more problems there. I think Chrisito is suffering a little bit of lag right now. There's a lot of drivers who I think are they're struggling with Chrisito right now, because Chrisito, he's like kind of just lag spiking everywhere. I think we got incident. Yeah, Antoine he spun it and left the session simultaneously there, so he's down to last now, and his car's just going to be ghosted for what I'm guessing is going to be the rest of the race, because it's be a rage quit there, Jess, unfortunately.
I think he had enough, because I think he must have been, he was up in like top 5 or something, and then he must have had an incident somewhere, or I might have not spotted it on stream. But yeah, I mean, he was not happy about it whatsoever. He was running down in 4th, 5th place, now in 19th. I mean, another one of those bad starts. I hope he can come back in the session, because the race is not over yet. You don't just give up right at the drop of the hat, because you may see other people lose their front wings and tires, and that's it, positions gained. And we have another yellow flag. I think that was a McLaren, or it might be a Renault. I don't know.
It was Roberts, yeah.
It was Roberts,
Roberts is going very slow.
Cleanser has lost it a bit as well.
Oh my.
There's quite a lot of people losing it as Christo has gone past. Oh my god, look at this train from P11 up down to P16. It's just crazy. I mean, when I was speaking to the drivers earlier on this week, the DRS train sometimes can hinder you in this race, whereas Bahrain, where we saw 2 weeks ago, can help you. As Christo is going to try and get past Raven. Couldn't quite do it. Got Rosie as well, making a little bit of a mistake there, as Raven is trying to capitalise going into the Wellington straight. It is quite tricky here. We've got Christo gaining a better entry speed going into the Wellington straight and into Brooklyn. He's going to take the outside line by looks of things, and yes, he gets the move done to the Ferrari driver up into 13th place and making moves and trying to think of a comeback. So obviously he dropped down 2 positions from his starting place, so he wants to get some points, but he's on the right track now to make that comeback, Charlie.
Yep, still plenty of time left, so we can still make those positions. And look at that. I'm not sure if you were on board with Krista at the time there, but just the speed going through cops, that confidence and all, dearie me. That's a Mercedes rounds at.
And that's
Beckett, he needs to be really careful there. I think, yeah, okay, he's just about missed everyone. He was on the apex and nearly took out a few drivers with him. He just, I think he went a little bit deep going into Maggots, and then tried to correct it, and then he was in the grass. And it looks like Bobbers could be gaining a little bit of time on the Mercedes driver too, but I think he's a little bit too far behind. Let's go, let's go back up to the front. So we got XR Lynx in the Toro Rosso. He is 5/10 behind Adam Dude at the moment. We got Z-Tex in P5 too, so we got a battle for P3 basically within a second of each other. For 3 of these drivers in the top 3 there. But yeah, the battle for P1, we got Jam Pancakes, VSRU, and the gap is now 1.4 seconds. So Jam Pancakes is out of that DRS detection zone, so he won't be able to get that DRS on the 2 DRS straights that we got here in Silverstone. So it's either going to be down to his pace that he's got if he's going to start pushing, or it's going to be down to the strategy that he can put out of the bag. Is he going to go for the undercut? Is he going to go for the overcut? In Oceania, we saw a few drivers. I think it was New Zealand Ryan who went for a very early pit stop, and he actually did quite well with that, and he got back up to the front quite easy. We've got Lynx going side by side with Adam Dude for the final step on the podium. Lynx goes down the inside going into Stowe, and it looks like he's made that move stick quite nicely there. Is the Haas driver going to do anything about it? I don't think he will. So that's Adam Dude down into P4, Z-Tex down into P5. We've got HX4K. Sorry, excuse me. He went down the inside of Conovelli, is now up into P8. Conovelli's down into P9. And yeah, positions are still being made here, and that's a 3-second time penalty for Z-Tex. So time penalties as well. There's another one. That's HX4K with a 3-second time penalty. But yeah, if drivers get away with these, keep away from these time penalties, then that could put them up a few positions at the end of the Grand Prix here, Jess.
Yeah, definitely, and it's not over until the checkered flag falls. You get points where you finish and not where you start, and that's what these people have got to think about, as Lefty and Krista are going side by side, going into the Wellington straight. Lefty going on before the DRS straight here as well. We got Krista on the back of this as well. Raven is joining in the front. There's another DRS train starting to emerge here. They're probably going to try and make the move probably into the hangar straight, but they might try and make the move towards Cops as well. We've seen a few overtakes in some other tiers tonight, so I think left is looking quite good on Raven at the moment, and we've got Krista just a little bit further back from left down in 14th place. I think midfield is where we're seeing the most battles so far, just like we've seen in Oceania. Excuse me, this morning. You're not the only one that's having a bit of a cough, Charlie. Don't worry, it's not a continuous cough. Before you ask,
calm down.
Yeah, calm down, people, if you're saying that. But anyway, here comes the Williams driver of Lefted, and he's up into P13. Just got ahead of Raven. Can Christo take the opportunity pretty soon? I don't think so at the moment, as he's on ERS mode 1 at the moment. So he's going to wait just a little bit longer to make the move. But meanwhile, up at the front, Charlie. Oh, as Left is spun into the start finish. He's broken his front wing. That is not good news from the Williams driver at all, as he was battling with Krista and Raven, but unfortunately just lost the back end there and into the wall, and that made the early trip to the pits for him not what he was planning to do at all. He was going to plan to pit in the next couple of laps, not now, so he lost a chunk of time doing that, Charlie.
Yeah, what a shame, and it looks like Raven's actually disconnected in the process of this, and he's going to be falling down a lot of positions too. Adam Dude is now 0.2 of a second behind Lynx, so could he be going for the overtake that Lynx did on him? It was actually last lap, I'm pretty sure. It was either the last lap or 2 laps ago, I can't even remember. But yeah, something from Got to Go Fast in the chat. It's Hawk, not X4K, which is quite hard to pronounce if you
Oh,
want to speak quickly.
okay, that
but
makes sense.
yeah, so Hawk, that is so much easier. Thank you for letting us know there. Gonna go fast, but Adam Dude is going. No, he's not gonna go side by side. Actually, he's gonna stay back a little bit here, going into Stowe, so he can save a little bit, save a little bit of EOS, save a little bit of fuel. And I'm gonna try and invite Raven back to the game, Jess.
Okay, I'll let you do that because I can't do that because obviously I'm streaming. But yeah, Adam Dude is looking pretty good. I mean, he did very well at the back at last season. Obviously, from Japan onwards, last season the tiers got merged. The F2 got merged into Tier 1, and Adam Dude just was on fire pretty much from Japan until Abu Dhabi, and he's been able to carry that momentum into this season. He was hoping he was going to get into F1, and good news, he has as well, which is brilliant stuff. He's looking good on the pace. Lefty, I think, has retired from frustration by the looks of things, as he's not very happy with himself whatsoever. So, our first retirement of the session so far. But yeah, we've got Zeti, or Zet. I don't know how I pronounce this. I'm going to call him Zet. I don't know because he doesn't have an accent above the E. So I'm going to call him Zet. Zetex, that's it, Zetex. I'm not doing very well with names, Charlie. I'll get them right at the end of the...
I say Zetex, but I haven't heard any complaints about me calling him Zetex, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Zetex.
rubbish at names. Most people who I commentate with know that I'm rubbish at names, so I will ask him at the end of the stream, hopefully.
You're good.
Yeah, so anyway, we've got more penalties starting to make their way. We've got LGS getting a 3-second time penalty at the moment. We've got Matto going on the out inside of Tribune for P6. He's doing quite well. We've got the first person into the pit. I'm not sure if it's by choice or if he had to pit if he had front wing damage. I don't know. I think it was around lap 9 to 11 for Sean this morning, so I'm guessing that is planned. It is a long pitch entry, probably the longest on the calendar, so it is tricky to get right. As I'm just going to see, yes, it is a planned pit stop, and he's onto the medium compound tyres, which should last to the end of the race. Tyre degradation, as I said earlier, is pretty good around here. It doesn't wear off too bad, so the medium should be absolutely fine, and he's able to push until the end of the Grand Prix. Will it work, and will he able to go ahead of his rivals? We'll have to wait and see, in particular the rivals that he was fighting with just before he went to the pits, and we'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, so he's pitted a lot earlier than I would have expected. So it's not too much earlier than what I thought it would, but it is quite early. So he's thinking of quite a big undercut here from the drivers that he's got that he did have ahead of him anyway. And yes, I am right, it's Zetex.
Yay!
So let's go. Fist pumps all around there, but yeah, Zetex in P5 as well, and just a little bit of a point out, you probably already noticed, but Zetex, Tribune, all of them, it looks to be in their same esports team, T10, so despite them not being in the same actual team on track, like
on
same
LGS.
instructors, or sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Charlie, to interrupt you, but Clenzo did a very good move into Stowe, another DRS aided move from the fourth racing point. Oh my god, I thought I wasn't going to do that, Charlie, but I did. But anyway, Clenzo into 10th place, a very controlled move. He stays out. We've got Adam Dude, Conorelli, Cristo, and T10 and Mays all decided that the mediums are the best tyres to be on right now, and they're going to be going into the pit lane. Adam Dude is on the medium compound tyres. So, Charlie, looks like Adam Dude is going to do the undercut on Ewan and Jam Pancakes.
Yeah, so where is he going to come out on track? He's going to come out in P13, so he's got quite a bit of clean air ahead of him. He's got 4.8 seconds to the Humperdinck, who is on 9 lap. Okay, so yeah, the rest from P1 to P12, all of those drivers yet to pit. So Adam Dude's going to do something again quite early, but VSR, Ewan, Jam Pancakes, Link, Zetex, they're all, I'm guessing they're going to pit at the end of this lap after seeing everyone else come into the pit. And let's have a look. Ewan, as he comes through Stowe, and a nice little line there as he goes into the pit. And Jam Pancakes is staying out, Jess. So he's doing something different compared to Ewan. He's going to take the gamble. He's going to try and cause a little bit of havoc for Ewan. He's going to be put under pressure as the Haas driver when he comes out of that pit lane, because he knows he needs to set a good outlap. He knows he needs to really be on the pace. Otherwise, Jam Pancakes Jam Pancakes is gonna jump him. So yeah, it's all gonna be down to the pace now, Jess. It's crunch time.
Yes, it is crunch time. Will the undercut work or will the overcut work? We'll find out pretty soon. Jam Pancakes has got to make the in-lap of his life right now if he wants to go ahead of VSR Ewan and make this overcut strategy work. And Ewan has to have an outlap of his life to make it work as well. Is he going to get caught up in traffic though, VSR Ewan? Doesn't look like he is. He's got some clear air, and we've seen that in Oceana this morning where someone came out in clear air, and that really worked out for him. For the rest of the race. So Ewan doing a pretty good job timing his pit stop quite easily, but obviously he was in the lead of the Grand Prix, so he had obviously free choice, and Raven has joined. Yay, that's good news. Okay, brilliant stuff. So hopefully he'll get back racing soon, as well, as it takes a while to get into the lobby. I don't think anyone else is going into the pit lane, but meanwhile we've got the ghost of Raven got overtaken by SSR Bobbert into P8, so obviously he's P8 on track, but he's still yet to pit. Actually, no, he might have pitted, actually. I will check my... no. I don't think... No, Raven hasn't pitted, but Lynx has. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But Jam Pancakes, then, it's crunch time for him as he goes into the pit lane right now. As Ewan, he should be all right trying to overcome this... circuit before he gets past Jam Pancakes. It's quite a long pit entry, so it's going to be very, very close between Jam Pancakes and Ewan. I think Jam Pancakes is going to be ahead. I think Jam Pancakes has timed this overcut brilliantly. I don't know, but the entry is really, really long, so it's really, really close. Nope, I was wrong. Ewan is ahead of Jam Pancakes, but I'm just going to see how long. 2.8 seconds, so I think pretty much the same gap as it was before. So Jam Pancakes a great stop, but due to the fact Ewan was ahead before the pit stops, that is why the positions stay as they are right here and right now for these.
Yeah, so didn't really work there for the Mercedes driver, but he's still got a lot of time to gain on Ewan. Bear in mind, safety car is still a really, really big possibility here. Obviously, they changed the frequency. I will struggle saying that word.
I struggle to say that as well, to be honest, Charlie. You're not the only one.
They changed the frequency of the safety cars happening in these races. Yeah. So yeah, that's just it's increased by some people say it's increased by too much, but personally I think it's actually almost spot on, because looking at it in real life, if there is an incident, most likely there will actually be a safety car, because marshals have to get them off the track, and they have to get all the debris off and make sure the drivers are safe. But yeah, some people think it's a little bit too much, but there are virtual safety cars obviously, which are in measure 2. We are now halfway through this Grand Prix, lap 13 out of 26, and I said this earlier in the Oceana stream, Silverstone's one of the shorter races on the F1 calendar, Jess.
Yeah, it is. It goes. Obviously you two were commentating this morning, and I didn't understand, and I didn't really get to appreciate how quick the race was. But this race has gone ever so fast. I thought we're literally on lap 6 or 7. We're on lap 13 already, and halfway through this Grand Prix. We do have a Toro Rosso that was fighting with the Haas of Adam Dude. So again, they're on the same strategy here as Lynx actually jumped Adam Dude already. So brilliant strategy from Lynx as he gets past Raven, who is still yet to pit. Brilliant control move from Lynx, obviously. I think we've got Adam Dude's going to struggle to get past Raven by the looks of things. Raven is not making this look easy. Luckily, Raven is not ghosted anymore, so he is back racing in the session. So it looks like all 18 drivers that are still left in the session are actually not AI and are still racing. So, you know, that is, as Raven goes off the track a little bit, I think allowed that. There are some corners in Silverstone where you can get away with track extending just a little bit, but not a lot, where there's some corners where obviously you'll get a slap done penalty due to that. As we need to see a McLaren just hit the grass there, as also we got Adam Dude goes past Raven quite easily there into 11th, and now he's going to chase XR Lynx for 10th place right now. We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drivers yet to pit, but they're all on the medium compound tyres. So that is why they're still yet to make their stop. Everyone else has pitted. They've been on the softs and now they're on to the medium compound tyres. The fastest lap so far is set by Jam Pancakes, who is net P2 right now, 129.4. It's closely followed by Ewan with a 129.6. So, Charlie, these two are evenly matched on pace right now.
Yeah, it looks like Jam Pancakes is starting to put the pedal down a little bit further. He's 3 seconds behind VSR Ewan, and a little bit of info from Alex Dager, who's in the chat. He's in the same party with Jam Pancakes at the moment. He says he's struggling through cops. Now, we did see the incident with Bobbert, who I think it was Bobbert, who spun it at cops. I might be really wrong here.
Yeah, it was cops. It was
either
Bobbers or someone else, but someone spun it through cops. It might
yeah,
be
so it could be down to just the lack of grip with these tires, because it is really a tricky corner to get right. Some drivers can take it nearly flat. Some drivers need to take a full gear shift down. So it depends on setups as well. So yeah, we don't. Who knows what's the problem with cops for Jam Pancakes? But either way, it looks like he's actually sorted it, because now he is. Let's wait until these pit stops have happened. Bobbert has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as drivers are coming in to go onto, I think it's the soft compound tires. We've got Matto, we've got Hawk, I think we've got we've got the Racing Point, we've got Bobbert. So all of these guys look to be going onto the soft compound tires, but yeah, 2.8 seconds now is the gap between Ewan and Jam Pancake. So yeah, someone's getting a little bit racy here, Jess.
They are. Pretty much the whole midfield is looking racy. I've seen this earlier on, and we're going to see this now. And if this goes on now, imagine what it's going to be like for the end of the race. I mean, we've seen the close finishes already in the tiers so far tonight. If you haven't watched it, watch it after this stream. Watch this stream first. This race is awesome. So watch this stream and then watch the other races. And those were pretty good. I didn't see what the PC finish was like, but I'm sure that was pretty close as well. Let us know how your races have gone, guys, because I know a few of you have raced in AOR tonight, as we've got Matt Pietro, who is up in the 10th place right now. He's still on the course for still claiming points. I'm not sure about his penalties though, but surely we'll wait until the end of the race to find out that one. And I think the closest battle we have on track is maybe between Roberts and Antoine. And we've also got at the front, we have got Z-Tex, I said that right now, and Adam Duke and Lynx. Now, obviously you may not tune in at the right time a few weeks ago, Charlie, but Lynx came from the Assist League last season and was the Assist League champion, so he's doing quite well, considering he might have done is halfway through last season he might have changed to no assists in the Assist League, but I don't know. But to run a lot of assists and then run no assists at all, that is just a big jump. But he's impressing me so far. He wasn't expecting to do well here in Silverstone, but he's been doing well.
Wow, I just realised that all assists are turned off. I mean, I thought Racing Line was enabled with these guys, but apparently not. So everything is off. I mean, yeah, it is.
Wow. There's all off. All off. So
from going from an assist tier to a tier which has no assists whatsoever, I think
that's cool.
that's really impressive there. I struggled with turning Line off for so long, so going from something like that to here, really, really solid stuff. So 10 laps remaining of the British Grand Prix. Now it's late, okay? It's nearly 10 o'clock here. This is the latest I've commentated. I commentated exactly 12 hours ago, so bear with me. It's been a long day. Trust me, I'm going straight to bed after this.
I think we all are, to be honest, Charlie. Yeah. I've got work tomorrow morning, so yeah. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get on to the race. Adam Dude is looking quite feisty on Link for third place, as we're saying earlier on. These battles are allowing Jam Pancakes and Ewan to really stretch the gap up a little bit. Like we've seen in Oceana this morning, we did see the top two really start to run away with this, and we're seeing the same here in the European tiers, which is great to see. It's looking good for Ewan and Jam Pancakes, not looking good for Lynx as he's trying to close up to the top three. He might lose out on the podium if Adam Dude can try and get the move done. We'll have to wait and see. Bobber's setting the fastest lap, but he's on the soft compounded tyre, so not really a surprise there, as we're seeing Adam do bumping the ERS mode down to 0, so he's not going to try for the move going into Brooklands and going into I'm losing the corner. I think it's Luffield, coming up. I don't know. And then into Cops. So, yeah, it is hard to know the corner names, but it's something to get used to. It is my 3rd year commentating on AOR. I can't believe it. It's quite a while. But anyway. Woo! Almost. I started in April last year, 3 years ago. Oh, no, 2 years ago. But yeah, almost. Yeah. Anyway, Hawk is now up into 8th place. And he's got past Trivian in 9th place right now. So, positions are made. And, looks like we got another battle for potentially three-way battle for the podium. With Z-Tex joining in the party now. Down in 5th place in McLaren. We're used to seeing Carlos Sainz up there in real life. And this time we're seeing Z-Tex replicating what Carlos Sainz did in real life. Renzo's actually hanging about for P10 for now, but let's just concentrate on the battle for the podium. I mean, Lynx must be feeling so much pressure right now.
Yeah, so it's for the podium, and it's 0.4 of a second separating these two. So, he's going to be feeling the pressure. He's got 8 laps remaining, and looking at their ERS, they actually both got solid amounts of ERS at the moment. They've got around, on average, about 80% between these guys. So, really a lot of ERS to burn for these guys. And we've got Z-Tex behind these guys too, a little bit lower on the ERS compared to everyone else. So, everyone else ahead of him. So Z-Tex is gonna, I think he can save a little bit of ERS behind these guys when they most likely battle, and then when he really finds the right time, then he can go for the move and make sure it's safe. And make sure that he's going to get the move done if he does go for it. And you can see these guys slipstreaming each other. Trying to break the slipstream is Lynx there as we head into Stowe. Jam Pancakes is now 2.9 seconds behind VSR Ewan. So, again, when he was pushing earlier, it looks like Ewan's going to be... He has been, anyway, putting on the pace too. So, Ewan, Jam Pancakes, they've been putting really solid lap times in, and these two are definitely going to be ones to look out for the rest of the season, as still the top 3 are still very close to each other. But Lynxie's got 7 laps to just stay cool, keep focused, and he should be able to bring this home quite nicely.
Yeah, I think so. Jam Pancakes P1 in the championship, Ewan P2 in the championship. Pretty much they're going to be level on points going into the next round of the season. Because Ewan got P2 last week, a few weeks ago. Jam Pancake got first, and this week it's roles reversal. So I've never seen that situation in a while, apart from Evo and I think it was Veloce Surprise as well, being quite even on the amount of wins and podiums and stuff, and they were tied on points as well. So we may see the looks of this, and if this goes on to the end of the season, the battle for the championship, that'll be absolutely amazing. Jam Pancakes has got to get a move on here if he wants to get ahead of Ewan and potentially lead this charge, but it's not over yet for Jam Pancakes. He's still getting a podium, which will be pretty good if he can keep this up, but I'm sure he's going to he's going to do a Lewis Hamilton hammer time and try and catch up to VSR Ewan. He doesn't want Ewan to win. He wants himself to win. He wants to get a second win in a row, Charlie.
2.8 seconds. So, yeah, time's running out, but he's still got some time left to go. Z-Tech has now got a 3-second time penalty. So, we'll do a full penalty check very soon. Actually, no, let's do a full penalty check now, because... let's not
do it now. Amaze has got a yellow flag. Amaze has dropped it in. Oh, we got a safety car. Oh, my God. We have got a safety car. We did get one, I think, I can't remember if we got... Yeah, we did get one in Bahrain. So I think this is the second race in a row where we got safety cars. And, now is a perfect time to go through penalties,
yeah.
Charlie. You absolutely jinxed it, mate.
Yeah, I mean... if you're new to me commentating, I'm known to jinx a lot of these safety cars crashes, and yeah. So Jam Pancakes has got 2 warnings. Ewan's got 1. Lynx has got none at all. Alan Dude has got 2 warnings. Z-Tex has got 3 penalties, so he's not looking very good at the moment. Matto's got 3 warnings somehow and not a penalty. Raven has got 1 penalty. Hawk has got he's got 1 penalty, but he served a 5-second stop go, I believe. Wait, did I say? Yeah, Cleanser's got 1. No, Trivia's got 1. Cleanser's got 1 if he doesn't include the stop go. Conrad's got 1, but yeah, we can stay away from that for a little bit as we're looking at our drivers going into the pit lane. So Ewan, soft compound tires, Jam Pancakes is going to follow suit as well, soft compound tires, but Lynx is going to stay out. Is Lynx going to jump these guys with the medium compound tires? He does so. And is he going to keep? Yeah, he will keep it. So it's going to be P1 for Lynx, Adam Dude in P2, Z-Tex in 3rd, BSR Ewan, is he going to? Yeah, he will take P4, and Jam Pancakes will take P5. Now, I'm not sure about this, because
I don't know either.
The safety car will probably end on I'd say lap 23 out of 26. So there'll be about 2-3 laps remaining. It's on the edge, because it's quite old mediums, and then you've got brand new fresh softs, and compared to, I mean, without offending anyone, it looks like Ewan and Jam Pancakes are got a lot more pace at the moment compared to everyone, as it's shown in this Grand Prix so far. So you and Jam Pancakes, I don't know if they made the right call, because if they stayed on those mediums, then they probably would have been able to keep going, but on these softs now, but the gaps are very close, so this is basically going to be a sprint to the end of the Grand Prix. You think it was the right call, Jess?
I don't know, to be honest. With these safety car patches that was introduced recently, you just never know what might happen, and sometimes when it gets to these situations, I don't even know what to do. Usually, I get people in my party saying, "Look, what should I do?" And they don't give a clue either. So yeah, but I did see when I was on board with Adam Dude going into the pit stops, and almost going to the pit stop. Lynx did the dummy on Adam Dude to try and trick Adam Dude to go into the pit stops. I mean, you are allowed to do that, and I do like that. That cheeky maneuver that Lynx has done, and unfortunately that did not work. But I mean, Lynx and Adam Dude, they've got a lot of work to do to see if they can hold off the guys like Ewan and Jam Pancakes who are on the soft. But it will be up to these drivers. This is the moment you all been waiting for. This is 5-lap lobbies for the last 5 laps of this race. Apart from, it's much, much cleaner and much, much nicer as well, and closer as well. So, fasten your seatbelts.
Yes, so top 3 medium compound tyres, and look at everyone else. Literally everyone else is on the soft compound tyres, especially Ewan and Jam Pancakes, who are brand new. Sasha got the Racing Point of Flying Rosie. Jess help me, Rosie. Yeah, Flying Rosie here in P6, and then everyone else on brand new set, apart from Antoine, who's he's not actually in the session. So yeah, but this allows many drivers to catch up to the back of the field, and then yeah, it's just going to be a sprint, like you said, to the end of the race as well. This allows drivers to check the race director. They can get a little bit of an update of what's been happening throughout the whole field. They can have a look at penalties compared to everyone else. They can have a look at a few incidences, maybe in the race director, to see if maybe potential steward incidences that could be made. Who knows? There's a lot of things you can have a look at in the race director. You can even go into AI mode like Z-Tex is at the moment, maybe take a little bit of a drink, as it's going to be a full-on sprint to the end of the Grand Prix, but
I can't do that. I literally can't get a drink. I want to keep, if I get a drink between the safety car periods, I just can't focus. I don't know why. I've just got to be in the zone throughout this whole Grand Prix and just focus, and I think that's what some of these drivers are doing. But C-Tex, fair play, and safety car in this lap. So as predicted, we've got a sprint to the finish here. It is up to XR Lynx to really start to hold the field away, and he can go when he wants once the safety car goes in. So he can get a launch there, and it's up to Adam Dude and the likes of Z-Tech, Ewan and Pancakes to be absolutely ready and hit the nail on the head just to see who can get that right. I mean, Lynx is doing very well, and there was a little bit of twitch on the restart, but he's pulled away from Adam Dude, so he's done really, really well. Let's see what the likes of the soft runners are going to do. This is very, very crucial for Ewan and Jam Pancakes now, and they need to try and get ahead of these lot right now, as we do see someone gone off. It's Z-Tex down in 4th place. He's lost, he's got passed by BSR Ewan in 3rd. No, he didn't go off. I did see a Renault go off, so I'm not entirely sure who that was, but it wasn't them. So as Z-Tex has lost another position, Charlie, these soft tyres are working wonders for Ewan, Pancakes, Rosie, Pietro. They're just so much faster right now, whereas the ones on the medium, they've been on those mediums for like 12 or 13 laps. So, and Ewan is looking really racy on Adam Dude right now. So, yeah, he's getting close. He's purple set to 1 look. So, I think, judging by the speed that Ewan is carrying into those corners, the softs can be the right call. But it does depend on the setup, and it does depend on how well you can manage those softs until the end of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, so now it's Ewan. He's a 10th behind Adam Dude here as he goes into Magenta Beckett. I don't know if you saw, Jess, but Jam Pancake's move into turn 2. Oh my god, that was incredible. He made a late dive and it looks like it's paid off, but now he might have to get past Adam Dude because it looks like Ewan is going to try and make the move on the Haas driver 2 down the inside on his own teammate, and it looks like he's made that move stick. So up into P2 he goes, but next is going to be Lynx with the lead of the Grand Prix. So now Jam Pancakes needs to get past the Haas driver as soon as he possibly can. As Z-Tex, always an incident there at the club, I think. Yeah, what's happened? I think Matto's round. I think Bobbers might have been round as well. As there's lots of drivers going off in the back.
LGS, the Humperdinck, they've lost it.
Oh dear.
And obviously, Humperdinck's out of the session. So obviously there's no safety cars now, so otherwise it'll be too late. But if it was, it will probably be a VSC or something like that, just to clear away the debris. So yeah, that's very unfortunate for the. I think it was LGS, but I think it was the Renault that spun about. And Jam Pancakes does get past Adam Dude up into 3rd place. And oh my god, look at Ewan. He is saying fastest laps after fastest lap after fastest lap right now, and getting purple everywhere that you can imagine right now. So Ewan is looking pretty good for the race victory right now. But either way, we're going to get history right now, as we're going to see another different winner. We're also going to see another person who hasn't won in the top split of AOR F1 before win in top split. So that is good that we're making history here in AOR. We're going to see this, but I don't know who I want to win here, but that's the beauty of it. Ewan is on overtake right now, going into Stowe, and he's not going to make the move as of yet. I think he's just waiting for the right moment, just so Lynx doesn't have time to respond to him in the final couple of laps. Because don't forget, if Ewan gets past Lynx, Lynx will get DRS and Ewan won't. And you know, we've seen how powerful the DRS is around here. DRS is now enabled, so this is Ewan's chance.
Yep, 2 laps remaining. If Ewan gets past Lynx's in the next few corners. And yeah, he's actually binned on the start-finish straight. It looks like on board with Antoine and AI. And look at that, right on the right-hand side. He's right in the wall there. That's quite an interesting spot. He might have either lost the back end or made contact. But here we go, Ewan. Is he going to make the move on Lynx? As Lynx, he defends the inside. So Ewan has to go to the outside. But it's going to do the under and over.
Wow. Are you happy with that, Charlie?
That is insane. I'm speechless. Fantastic. I mean, I don't think it can't get any better than that, really. It can't. It just can't.
He's been faultless all race. The moves he's made is clean. The defensive lines he made was absolutely clean. I mean, superb. All you got to watch out for now to see if you can pull that gap from XR Lynx, or will Lynx be able to defend like a madman. But he's got to defend like a madman anyway, because he's got Jam Pancakes behind him. So, oh my god, I don't know who I want to get 2nd place, Lynx or Jam Pancakes. I mean, both of them. Oh no, it won't be Jam Pancakes. Oh no, Lynx has spun. They both made contact, and Jam Pancakes up into P2. And yeah, I I couldn't get a good view on my camera screen, unfortunately, but I don't think that was the cleanest of moves. I'm sure that will be investigated by the stewards, but the potential podium from XR Lynx is ruined now, which I feel absolutely gutted. He was running so well, controlled that safety car restart, and he's left to pick up the pieces. But still, P4 is still an incredible feat for Lynx, but he's still got Flying Rosie ahead of him, and we got more incidents happening right now. We got, I think, a few ghosts happening as well, as Clenzo's now down into 11th place. Right now, I'm just going to see XR Lynx. He's defending like a madman on Rosie, and Lynx just gets ahead of him once again. But let's see, I'm just seeing where the Haas driver of Ewan is. He is going through to the DRS detection point, and then going into the hangar straight soon. So he's just going to pass Chapel now, and you can already see the gap between Ewan and Jam Pancake is quite a lot. So, you know, yeah, the sauce were definitely the right call here as he's going through the hangar straight. Now, he's about to lap a car, which I think is Pietro. No, let me look at the track map, actually. I don't know. We got nothing. There's yellow flags everywhere. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to follow our race leader. He's done so well. He started on pole, and he's going to stay there for the whole of this race. He has won the British Grand Prix, our second different winner of the season. His first win in AOR, his first win in the top tier, and it is a Haas 1-2. It couldn't be more perfect for the Haas team. Good to start, and I must be really happy with that. And Lynx gets a podium. He's beaten Jam Pancakes. I mean, wow. Well, I'm sure that instant will be investigated with the stewards, but Lynx getting his first podium in top tier. Jam Pancakes in fourth. This means, Charlie, there's not going to be a tie at the top. Ewan is leading the championship.
Wow. I mean, that was interesting. Obviously, the incident between Jam Pancakes and Lynx has cost Jam Pancakes a podium, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so.
And there were so many incidences. Like, I think all of the incidences happened on the final lap. I think it was Chrisito and Eddie. They were both down at Maggots and Beckett. We had an incident. I can't remember who it was as well in the midfield. I think the stewards are going to be in for a long one. But yeah, either way, that was an awesome race. Battles everywhere, and yeah, first race commentating Europe Tier 1, and wow, it's got me in a good mood for this tiers. Yeah, fantastic race.
It's been, to be honest, the first race was pretty amazing. The second race is pretty amazing too, with two Haas and a Toro Rosso. You can't imagine that in real life, but you can on this game. So, you know, and I'm almost certain that due to Humperdinck's retirement and Jam Pancakes in fourth, we could see, I don't know. I'm going to look at what the standings are before tonight quickly. Haas's second was second by 5 points. So it was only a 5-point difference. Oh, I don't know. I think Haas could take the lead. I don't have a clue. But we'll have to wait and see as Ewan takes the win with Adam Dood in P2. And I don't know who gets the fastest lap. I think it is Ewan. So he gets 26 points. So that is good news. So Lynx in third, Jam Pancakes fourth, Flying Rosie fifth, Hawk sixth, Bobbers. Great comeback from him after his spin earlier. He got P7. Cleanser in 8th. Z-Tex has disconnected, and Antoine, he spun into last place earlier on, and then he came back in 10th to score points. So he'll be gutted with his performance, but to get a point is still pretty good. Then we got Raven, LGS, Connor, Eddie, Christo, Pietro, Tribon, and then we got the DNFers down at the bottom as well. And Charlie, who is your driver of the day?
Oh, I did. Give me. Oh, yeah, Flying Rosie, P19 to P5. I mean, that is last. That's last to fifth. So, fifth, was it fifth?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was fifth. So last to fifth, unbelievable. I mean, there was amazing drives from these guys, but I think he stood out as one of the best runs there was in the race, really.
Yeah, I don't know who to give driver of the day for, but I'll have to give it to. Honestly, I'll have to give it to Adam Dude. I mean, the moves he made was quite good, and obviously Ewan with that move on links. That was just amazing. I mean, it's tough to call between the Haas drivers. I'm going to give the Haas drivers both driver of the day. I don't care. But yeah, I'm going to give both the Haas driver of the day. But yeah, next week we're in Japan in Suzuka, and that is a fan favourite and a driver favourite as well. And it should be a pretty good race, and hopefully we'll have Dicer back in the commentary box. This is 4 weeks that we haven't commentated on it with each other at all. So hopefully he'll show up. He should show up. He did promise me he's going to show up. He was in the chat after his race earlier on, and so good to have him there. But thank you guys so much for watching. We have been sponsored by Elgato and Hype Energy, and thank you, Charlie, for filling in for Dicer tonight at such short notice.
That's all good. Thank you, all of you, for having me. I mean, if Dicer's not, unfortunately, if he's not going to be commentating, or he's not going to be able to join you, Jess, and I'm here. I'm free to help you, as obviously GCSEs have been cancelled. Big whoop, but yeah, I can join you whenever you need us.
You can be reserved.
Whenever you need me.
Reserved.
I'll be your reserve commentator. All good. But yeah, thank you guys for having me, and yeah, hopefully you can join Jess and hopefully Dicer for the Japanese Grand Prix next week.
Yeah, as well. I don't think there's an American stream on tonight, but there are the American leagues happening as well. So if you're racing in that, I wish you the best of luck as well. And make sure you join us next week, same time at 9 p.m. for the Japanese Grand Prix. Have a good evening, everybody. Have a good sleep and good night.